Top on the news tonight. Nta Calabar Executive Forum applauds commencement of work on Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. Security agencies sue for improved synergy to stem criminal activities in the country. Plus, World's Environmental Solutions begin mobilization for execution of Owando community projects. Details and more shortly. The executive advisory arm of the Palace of the Nta Calabar, known as the Nta Calabar Executive Forum, is commending President Bola Tinubu for commencing the construction of Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway projects to boost commerce, tourism, transportation, and emergence of new towns along the corridor. This was at the press briefing held at the Palace of the Nta Calabar. Paul Ebel completes the story.
The landmark infrastructural development project, referred to as the single largest in infrastructure development in Nigeria, the forum says will transform the economic landscape of Nigeria, but appealed that the project be simultaneously executed from the Lagos and Calabar ends.
We plead with Mr. President to direct that this project should be, as they have commenced the Lagos end, they said 47 kilometers. We will be happy even if it is 10, 20 kilometers is started from this end so that the impact will be felt. The forum, on behalf of His Eminence, Edemikpo Konabasio and the entire good people of the Efik Nation, call on all well-meaning persons and groups to support the successful execution of this all-important highway project, which will unlock the economic landscape and tackle the socio-economic challenges facing the people, which, when reversed through the opportunities unlocked in the coastal highway, in turn will create a new Nigeria of our dreams.
The forum, which extols the visionary leadership of President Tinubu, also appeals to communities where the highway will traverse to give required cooperation to the contractors to ensure timely completion of the project. In Calabar, Paul Abel, Nta News.
The need for improved synergy among security agencies to tackle security in the country was re-emphasized during a show of force exercise by security formations in Cross River states while calling for effective operations against all forms of crimes. Oba Hyacinth, who captured the joint security exercise in Calabar, has the report.
Good morning, sir. Oba. Combating emerging security threats confronting the country has been a topmost priority for the military and paramilitary forces for some time now. And so, within all forms of arrogance, superiority, and ego of any service formation and engendering collaboration, shared intelligence is a way forward for the various security formations in the fight against insecurity.
I will want to let them know that all the security services or agencies in the state are one. No difference, no classification. We go out as one and come back as one. And we are sure victory is ours.
Service commanders here in Cross River State met and came up with the idea that there is need for us to collaborate and show synergy more at the lower cadre. Consequently, a decision was reached to organize a route march where all security agencies will come in their uniform. Demonstrate the show of force, collaboration and synergy. And we are particular about showing people, not telling them.
This show of force should deter them, should tell them that we are working together as security agencies, and then they should not try any way of criminal activity. Yeah. So once they try it, come together and deal with them.
All the services, security services in Cross River State have come together to collaborate, synergize, and coordinate our activities to make sure that we are on top of the situation to control the security situation in the state.
We will not only be joining the other forces to fight crime, they will also be joining us to fight those who are going against traffic on the road. So those who break traffic laws will not only have those safety to contend with, they also have other services to contend with.
I believe you hear the statements going that the synergy with all the security forces has been top notch. Today is another example to express how the security forces all in Calabar synergize seamlessly in tackling whatever situation comes on the table.
The show of force exercise underscores the importance of strengthening interagency synergy among officers of the armed forces, police and other security agencies to demonstrate the readiness of the joint security personnel to tackle criminal activities, thereby achieving sustainable peace in Cross River State and the nation at large. In Calabar, Oba Hysen, NTA News.
World's Environmental Solutions Limited has begun the mobilization process of contractors and stakeholders to execute the Owando community projects with the verification of bank accounts to ensure seamless transactions. Paul Abel completes the story.
Having briefed contractors and stakeholders at a general meeting, which came up with resolutions to trust the process, this bank account authentication process is to further give credence to the transparency and reality of the WALS projects.
I made it clear to our contractors that immediately after the capturing, that Tuesday will take a different shape and face entirely, and that is what we have come to do. Today, we are talking about mobilization of 30% take-off fund for all contractors, depending on the project type. So that is why we are here. As we can see, they are filling the bank transfers form, for subsequent, engagement with our bankers. The money will be coming from wherever to our first bank account, basically for the project. After deductions, of royalties, settlement of stakeholders, and all of that, the money meant for the project mobilization will be retained at First Bank and GT.
What is the view of the WALS CEO about these contractors who have remained despite difficult moments of the past?
Those stakeholders, contractors, and partners, as the case may be, we have some leverage for them. We have to consider them in some areas. We have to amend their document to suit the test of the time for mobilization. So they are, highly encouraged, and I will never disappoint them, because they have stood by us right from the inception of this project, and this is our time for WALS to prove to them that yes, your investment weren't in vain.
What is the concern of WALS chairman about opinions that WALS project is a scam?
I work by faith, and I work by instructions. I wouldn't think we would like to spend this time, energy, and money just for vain things. But be it as it may, every person is entitled to his or her opinion. But I strongly believe that the project, we have gotten to the end of this project, and we are ready and set for actualization.
The contractors are hopeful that the entire process will end successfully. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
And that's all on our online news tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful time.